Smack-a-macabre, everybody. It is a track-by-track album battle donated from the great King Dinosaur. And King Dinosaur wanted me to put Raven live at the Inferno versus the Scorpions worldwide live. All right. I'm not a fan of worldwide live. Sorry with excuse me. I know a lot of people love it, and that's great that you love it. Not a fan. Really not a fan. Now, Tokyo Tapes, that would have been a great battle. Raven live in the Inferno is a masterpiece. A freaking masterpiece that I bought when it was new. It's one of the best live albums ever. It's just phenomenal. And it's about to kick the Scorpions' ass. And I gotta say, man, hey, this is how I feel. I'm a bigger Raven fan than Scorpions. I put Raven above the Scorpions. My favorite Scorps is the Uli Ross stuff, which I love. Taken by Force, you know. Love that stuff, but Raven. I like Raven more. And that's how I feel. All right, we start with intro and live at the Inferno, kind of like an intro thing, which is, the Scorps got the same thing. Theirs is called Countdown. It's just some sound effect, boom, 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 boom. But I'm definitely giving that one to Raven. I'll be saying that a lot on this episode. All right, next. Take Control versus Coming Home. Now, Coming Home is one of those tunes I do dig on Worldwide Live. I think it's a good opener, you know. It's a great song. Take out the mellow section, which I love, by the way. But going to the heavy part, love it. But Take Control. I like the song more, and I think it's a better live recording. Next. Mind Over Metal versus Blackout. Man, that one's tough. I gotta go with Raven again, though, man. Mind Over Metal. And I love Blackout, but studio version more, by the way. All right, next. Crash Bang Wallop versus Bad Boys Running Wild. Crash Bang Wallop by far. And I dig Bad Boys Running Wild, but by far, I'm giving that to Crash Bang Wallop. Better song, better band, in my opinion. Next, Faster Than the Speed of Light versus Make It Real. I dig Make It Real. It's a good song. Faster Than the Speed of Light is a better song. And it wins. Raven wins. All right, next. All for One versus Big City Nights. All for One. Big City Nights is all right. It's one of the, you know, Scorpions started to lose me at this time. Like, Love First Thing had Coming Home, Bad Boys Running Wild. You know, there was another one on there I liked. There was like 2-3 songs I liked, but I like more Blackout Down, you know. They're starting to lose me here. But, yeah, Big City Nights is one of the little commercial tunes. Don't care for it. So I'm definitely giving that one to All for One. Next, Forbidden Planet. It's a killer guitar solo from Mark Gallagher. Amazing. Against Coast to Coast, which is an instrumental that I actually do like the version on Worldwide Live. And I'm finally going to give a point to the Scorpions. All right, next. Star War versus Holiday. I love Holiday, but I hate this version. Always hated when the Scorpions would play Holiday and then halfway through it, you know, they don't do that. Waiting for the sun. When it gets heavy, they cut that out of this version. And instead they go into another mellow song, which I don't dig at all. Star War, by far. All right, next. Tyrant of the Airwaves / Run Silent, Run Deep versus Still Loving You. Yeah, you see, Holiday goes into Still Loving You. It's like, ugh. I hated it. Even back then, I saw that tour. That was the first time I saw, you know, because I saw the Scorpions before that, open for Ted Nugent and Pat Travers. They didn't play Holiday that night. So this is my first time seeing the Scorpions play Holiday, all excited. And I remember when they didn't go into the heavy section, when I saw it live in '84, I was bummed. I was like, that's part of the song's just as good as the beginning. Yeah. Then it's a Still Loving You. Great ballad, don't get me wrong. That's another one that I like off Love for Sting, but no, man. Tyrant of the Airways, Strong Silent Run Deep. You know, when I opened for Raven 2 times. One time in Puerto Rico, another time here in Fort Lauderdale. And the time that we opened Fort Lauderdale, you know, we're there early, and I know the guys from Raven, you know, we met before. And we were inside early, and they sound checked to Tyrant of the Airwaves. And Lambs to a Slaughter was another one they did during sound check, which they didn't play it during the regular show. It's awesome. All right, next, Crazy World versus Rock You Like a Hurricane. I can care less about that Rock You Like a Hurricane. I really can. Crazy World wins by far. And better than the Scorpions version of the Crazy World too. All right, next. Let It Rip versus Can't Live Without You. That's a song, I hate that song. Take it off Blackout. It's the only bad song on Blackout. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Let It Rip rules, wins. Raven wins. All right, next. It's initials, it's a bass solo, IGARBO. And I gotta say, John Gallagher is one of the greatest bass players ever. Extremely, probably the most underrated bass player. Definitely the most underrated bass player in metal. The guy's phenomenal. And what's that going against? Another Piece of Meat. I'm going with the Scorpions. Because that song just downright owns. So I'm giving it to Scorps. All right, next. Wiped Out versus Dynamite. I love Dynamite, but no. Wiped Out. The Zoo versus Firepower. That one's pretty good because the Zoo is an awesome, awesome live song. But Firepower, it crushes it. All right, next. No One Like You versus Don't Need Your Money. Don't Need Your Money. A Raven classic. Absolutely love it. It's the wiener. All right, next. Break the Chains versus Can't Get Enough. But it's Can't Get Enough Part 1. Then it goes into the guitar solo, and then there's a Part 2. And that's going against Break the Chain. Break the Chain, man. Easily. Next. Hell Patrol versus Six String Sting. Hell Patrol, Six String Sting. Hell Patrol is up there. One of the greatest Raven songs ever. You know, I saw them open for Metallica like last year. And the second song was Hell Patrol. I was like, oh yeah. Definitely going with Hell Patrol. Easily. Then Live at the Inferno full version versus Can't Get Enough Part 2. Can't Get Enough is a cool song, don't get me wrong. But Break the Chain and Live at the Inferno, the long version, another one of my favorite Raven songs. So, King Dinosaur, this was a long one. This is the final score. And I want to thank you, buddy, for the donation. You got a few more coming up. And everybody out there, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And if you like donating, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel and leave comments about Raven and where's the true metalheads? You know, that love Raven, not at the Inferno. Where are you? Let me hear you. And, you know, like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. And press the little notification bell. Thank you, everybody, for watching. You all rule. And I want you to stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em a gaba.